What's happening with Jasper Community Arts? Let's find out in this edition of WJTS-Inform. Joining me in the studio is the Executive Director for JCAC, and that is Kit Miracle. Kit, welcome to the show.
It's always great to be here, Bill. Thank you.
You know, this is the 40th year, and things have really been going well. Let's talk about your 40th anniversary year.
Well, you know, you are on the Performing Arts Committee, so you're one of the people who help us select. And this year we went out of our way to just really choose a bang-up year. And we thought we were doing that every year, but we really are doing it this year. Just about everything we've been doing is selling out. It's just crazy.
Well, speaking of that, you know, we have, well, I guess we do want to let people know that they need to be getting their tickets now.
Right.
Right. And I guess there's some shows still have single tickets available.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you could buy into next season, even though the next season hasn't been quite firmed up.
Not totally.
Okay, you can't put in a reservation?
No, call in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the next show you have, which is almost sold out.
Yes.
I mean, really close. The Celtic Women.
It's Women of Ireland, the Celtic Women Christmas show. So it's a big glitzy. They just came over from Ireland. They're really Irish, you know. And they all, I just talked to their road manager yesterday, and so they're doing like a 2-week tour of the United States just for this show. It is like 20 people. They're musicians, dancers, singers. They even have an aerialist, which kind of scares me.
Really, yeah. Well, good luck with that in the auditorium. There's plenty of room.
You know, our Christmas show is just so usually over the top, you know, and everybody gets sentimental around Christmas. We have a lot of families coming. We have a lot of businesses coming. Some people buy tickets for their entire family or office. So it's a great show.
Okay, now you're down, I guess, to bare bones on tickets because somebody, if you want tickets, you need to be calling tomorrow to the auditorium.
As soon as you hear this, call.
Okay. And what's the phone number?
482-3070.
Okay, call right away because you're down to some single tickets. You might get lucky and get somebody turns tickets back in.
Right.
Not sure how that'll happen, but Friday, you know, you got to know by Friday. You better, if you're going to call really tomorrow.
And the show is on Saturday, so if you are out there and you have tickets and you think you can't make it, or you have the flu, or you have to go out of town for an emergency or something, please call and turn your tickets in, because I really hate to get up there and say that the show is sold out and then there are empty seats. And unfortunately, those seats are sold, but I'd really love to have somebody sitting in those seats instead of turning people away.
Sure, which is the whole idea. The more people that you can touch with the shows, the better off everybody is.
Yeah.
So we're going to get you to plan for next year so that you start buying your tickets now, and that is the Frank Vignola and Vinnie Raniolo.
Yes.
Raniolo. I got it right. Okay.
Yes. They are two of the best jazz guitarists I've ever seen. I have been following Frank Vignola for a long time, and have really been anxious to get him. And finally, this past year, the committee says, "Yeah, we'll take him." I'm going, "Yay!"
Yeah,
you know.
finally.
And he's just so enthusiastic. If you like guitar music, if you like some jazz music, I mean, he's just such a nice, down-to-earth person. And they both have played with some of the most famous people in the industry. So.
You know, like Ringo Starr, Tommy Emmanuel, who was
we had Tommy
has been there
Emmanuel
before. Wynton Marsalis and Bucky
Pizzarelli.
Okay,
Yes,
and
at
more.
the Blue Note. Yeah.
Now, this is a jazz guitarist. What's that like for folks? You know, it's a different, I guess, kind of a guitar lick, but really kind of the same as what they're used to.
Well, obviously they're immensely talented, but if you like jazz, I mean, it's the guitar is the instrument. I mean, these guys play at all of the major clubs, the Blue Note and Birdland, and of course all over the country and all over the world.
Well, let's hope there's still tickets for that.
Are
we getting close?
So
okay, so again, you need to call right away.
That's backstage, so there's only 140 seats.
But there's only so much room.
Yeah.
And really, so the shows that we talk about, you really shouldn't take a chance and think, oh, I can show up at the door and they'll have tickets, because that's not going to happen. Maybe it's happened in the past, you've gotten lucky, but it's not going to happen this year.
Not too much, no. It's been crazy, yeah. Well, crazy good.
Well, let's talk about a show that you had a little bit ago, and that was the Wonderful Life, which was like a radio play, an acted out radio play, but it was recorded for radio.
A play within a play. It was as if you were watching a group of the actors were pretending to be in a radio station, and it was a snowy Christmas evening, and they were putting on It's a Wonderful Life, which is a classic. Everybody has seen that movie. But it has the backstory of what was happening with the actors, and you got to actually see what if you were sitting in the studio while this was happening, and how they make the sounds and what's going on behind it. And it was just so fun. Well, WNIN, that we have a partnership with out of Evansville, PBS station, came up and recorded it live, and they are going to be rebroadcasting it on December 20th, Sunday, December 20th, at 8 o'clock our time, and that's 88.3 on FM. And so if you missed it, and we were sold out for that one too, so this is just a great, Sunday evening, what are you doing? This is really a great thing to see.
So that's a radio broadcast of a play of a radio broadcast.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
Follow that one.
Now let's move on to the visual arts, and this is a new one. First time you've done this. 4 + 1 = 9. I'm not so sure on the math there.
That's art math.
That's
yes.
art math?
Yes. Well, every year, or at least the last several years, we've been doing a community exhibit, and that is where we invite folks from the community who are artistic or whatever, who want to participate, because we'd like to have everybody participate. And this exhibit is for Du Bois and the surrounding counties, and that's 9, really. Du Bois touches a lot of counties. So the premise is there were some conditions. You had to have 4 objects. One of them had to be a map, cloth, a living or former living thing, and what was the other one?
Box.
A box.
A box.
A box, yes.
Okay. And one item.
And then one item from your county, at least. And it could be a painting that you've created. We had people turn in paintings. It could be a collage. We had people do sculpture type 3D things. So it was really fun. And so, yeah, it was challenging.
Well, what a unique way to present your story, I guess, or somebody's personal story, and something about their county. What a different way to see that visually.
Yeah.
And that's in the Crimp Gallery, and that will go till the end of December?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
And the Crimp Gallery is open what hours?
We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Thursdays we're open late till 7, and then Sunday afternoons, noon until 3.
Okay, now let's move into next year, starting January 5th. Do you have another visual art that's coming in?
Rachel Wagner, who does watercolor mandalas or mandalas. And those are... they're kind of abstract patterns with a Hindu Buddhist tradition, and it's like a circle within a square within a circle within a, and so they're patterns often used for meditation or just decoration. And so, she was one of the artists that the committee, that's a different committee, selected. And so we're looking forward to it. We like having something different every month.
And that will run all of January?
All of January.
Okay. And, of course, it's always free admission, but you can make a donation there. But,
of course, we'd be happy to have your donation.
Or if you go to the shows, that's the lobby. If some people are going, what's the Crimp Gallery? It's the lobby at the auditorium.
Right.
You also have Cranes for Peace. You're in connection with Crisis Connection.
Crisis Connection asked us if we would put out their Cranes for Peace, and we have our Christmas tree decorated with them. They're beautiful. They're these wonderful cranes that are made with different pattern fabrics, and these are like the paper cranes, but they have strung them with beads and bells and all different kinds of things. Every one is different, and they're only $10, which the money goes towards the Crisis Connection.
Which is excellent.
And it's just beautiful. So they're only $10, or you could buy 6 of them for $50.
Oh, so that's a deal.
Looking for that extra Christmas present for people? That's a good thing.
And that's during your regular office hours. They can stop by.
And you can take those home with you. You don't have to wait.
Is themed birthday parties? I know that's a big thing.
We
Are there
just
any
had
openings?
one Saturday. We still, yeah, if you want, you always have to call ahead for that because we work those in around our regular schedule, and they are still as popular as ever.
Okay, now gift certificates. This is the holiday season.
We're getting a lot of calls.
And that may be the last thing to think of is a gift certificate to the Jasper Arts programming. But no, that's a great idea.
We just had a call from a gal who lives in Indianapolis yesterday for her parents and wanted to know about them. They never expire. You can buy them in any amount. They can be applied toward tickets or workshops or whatever, and after a certain age, we don't need another sweater. I'm sorry.
For the hard to buy for person, it's perfect.
Well, and that's the fact. They never expire, so they could save them and put them towards their orders for next season.
That's right, because next season is going to be a terrific season, although it's not been set yet.
No, but you know some of the secrets.
We're getting. It's going to be. Every year it's actually. Every day with Crimp Gallery having the visual arts that you do, and every year and each month there are just terrific shows and reasons to make art part of your life through the Jasper Arts Center.
That's our tagline.
You do a great job, Kit. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to add?
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays or whatever your holiday is. We appreciate your patronage, and just come on out and see us.
Our guest has been Kit Miracle. Make sure that you enjoy the shows at the Jasper Arts Center. By the way, if you want to see the Women of Ireland, you better call tomorrow to see if you're lucky enough to get a ticket. Thank you very much, Kit. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We're local people watching local people.